in Lake Bluff this morning. I'm right across the street from beautiful Sunrise Park, which overlooks Lake Michigan. I've come to a house right across the street, an Art Deco house built in 1938, greatly expanded. What you see on the right is the original house, and on the left is an addition. And as you'll see when we get inside, the sellers have dramatically changed the house. They've moved everything around and created a very gracious and very comfortable house. Let's go on in and meet them. This is John and Lynn McKinven, who are the sellers of this house and also the couple who turned it into what it is today.
We are. We love working on houses.
You've done it before, I know, once in Winnetka and once in Evanston.
That's right.
And when you got here, this house was very different than it is now. You really moved just about everything to another spot.
We rearranged all the living spaces around. The kitchen used to be in the front, overlooking the lake. Now it's overlooking the ravine in the back.
Well, let's hang on for just a minute. It used to be overlooking the lake, and now it's overlooking the ravine. Neither of those seems like such a bad position.
Exactly. We don't know which we love more, our front yard or our backyard.
So you moved the kitchen to the back of the house, and the rest of the first floor you transformed. You added a lot of color, I know that.
We did add color, and we did change what was the living room into, which was a large room, which we're standing in. That's now our family room, which is adjunct to the kitchen. And then what used to be the front kitchen is now the adult sitting area with our piano, and that opens up onto that bluestone terrace that we mentioned. That's where we dine. Front and backyard we can dine.
And you can also dine in a new room you created back here.
We built the bistro.
The bistro you call your dining room.
We do, because it's it's very French colors, and we have a lot of, we collect French posters, vintage posters, and they're all on one wall.
I quickly add here, we added surround sound in the family room. First floor sound system throughout, indoors and outdoors.
Outdoors, I remember when we were standing in the courtyard, we were hearing both birds and music.
Absolutely, it's great fun, great party house.
I can imagine. Before we go upstairs, I'd like to talk a little bit about your staircase, because that's another thing you added. Where did that come from?
I saw Carla Bruni's apartment in Paris in a Vanity Fair magazine, and we were about to rearrange our staircase, and I took a very tiny little picture to our iron guy and said, could we ever knock this off? And he said, we can, and he did. It looks exactly like hers.
Lynn, I love this wall color, and I know that you chose it for a reason.
I did. It's the color of Lake Michigan on a beautiful sunny day.
And this is a room you can sit in and see Lake Michigan.
Out of both windows. This space used to have a wall dividing it into two little rooms, and we of course decided to take that down and have this beautiful more open space.
And they were probably very little rooms.
They were. This was going to be a little office. This was going to be a kind of a laundry craft room. And it would have been nice to look over Lake Michigan while I was doing my laundry, but I think I nailed it better to have it the way it is now.
Yeah, well, this is nice because the whole family can sort of spill in here.
Absolutely. It's a common area that feeds into 3 different bedrooms here, which are currently occupied by our children. And it keeps them in their space, a very good space for teenagers, as it were. And they enjoy it thoroughly.
It's kind of our second family room.
Oh, that's nice. So these are the 3 children's bedrooms, and then you've got a sort of a private sanctuary down another hallway.
Yeah, the south addition used to be a large family room, and we turned it into the master. We took 40% for the sleeping space and 60% for the beautiful bathroom and his and her closets.
That's about the right ratio, 40% sleeping?
I thought it was.
That works. Great.
And then it overlooks our beautiful ravine. The back of the house overlooks the ravine, which is
And then there's a front balcony as well with 2 French doors that open up to the front courtyard and overlook Lake Michigan.
So out here we end up in this great little patio you have under the trees. I hear the gravel crunching underfoot. Fire pit. What do you not have in this backyard?
Pretty much everything is here. This is a great gathering ground for family throughout the year. In the dead of winter, we have marshmallow roasts out here. So
really?
Great fun.
Oh, that's great.
Great fun.
You've got birds, I know, working the windows because of the bird feeders you have hanging everywhere.
Birds, we have fox, we have deer, we have raccoons, we have all manner of bird. If you're a birder, this is the place to be. And an owl.
And an owl. That's great.
To be. And our land goes all the way down to the bottom of the ravine, to the stream down there. It's quite steep. It's a long way down and an even longer way back up. We've totally renovated the wall of the ravine so that it's very stable as well.